Hello everybody, I am Purple today, and this is Stoic Lifting. I have yet again chosen to take a quote by Seneca, and today's quote is, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." I was inspired to make this episode of Stoic Lifting by my younger sister's boyfriend, who asked me to do an episode on what to do if you get stuck in your gym journey. If the motivation is gone, if you feel like you're going without a purpose, or if you just start to skip the gym because you can't find the same drive that you used to. This quote by Seneca exemplifies how important it is to know your goal, know your why, know the motivation behind every single workout, every single exercise, every single rep. But in order to know that, you must ask yourself and invest some time in knowing why you are constantly going to the gym. I can take myself as an example. My motivation for going to the gym has been volatile. It has been, in the beginning it was exciting, it was new, and slowly it turned to be more about the exercise itself, the way that it feels in my body. But for the most part, the motivation has not always been there on a daily basis, but it has more been like on a meta level. I have developed like this kind of awareness of my goals throughout time. So it's not something I just woke up like this. It's not a motivation that just manifests itself some morning and then just keeps being high. So it has been necessary for me to really dive into what motivates me to go to the gym in order to set some goals and then work towards them. If you are at a point in your gym journey where you're just stuck, ask yourself why you go to the gym. Ask yourself what got you there in the first place. What normally gets you going whenever you're there? Which feelings does it bring to you? What experience is it for you to go to the gym, and what experience would you like to have when you go to the gym? For myself, in the beginning it was, as I mentioned, exercise, and now it has more transgressed into being a social thing, because I work out in Norland and it is such a great place for me to be, and I value the social life incredibly high. And incredibly much. So that's a goal for me. But for some people, going to the gym is about health. It can be about the social life. For me as a powerlifter, it's often about becoming stronger. Or at the moment, it's about getting better at the techniques in squat, bench, and deadlift. I have found that it helps me to set small goals, because with Seneca, if you do not know what your final destination is, it's hard to like set out a path to follow. But sometimes it can be favorable as well to like know which places to stop along the way, like set smaller goals. So like, okay, if you want to say bench 2 plates, the first goal can be 1 plate, then it can be gradually adding 20 kilos or 45 pounds. So like set smaller goals towards the bigger one. Right now I have a goal with each of my reps in squat, and that is to hit depth. I focus on every single rep, so every single rep becomes a goal in itself, and then when I have finished a set, I review, typically on video, how good I was and how far I came towards achieving that goal. For bench, I have the goal that is I have to like keep the bar on the chest like a formal comp pause. It has to be competition approved. Every single bench rep should be competition approved in terms of the pause on the chest. And with deadlift, my goal right now is to keep the chest high in every single rep, and then also have some, don't round my back too much, and don't keep my hip too high in my start position, but mainly to keep my chest high. So I have like these small goals that I can always rewind to if I lose the motivation. And then also like in the greater scheme to become stronger. Yes. But to go back a little, if you don't know why you go to the gym, then of course you lose motivation. You need to know what gets you going. You need to be aware of what you would like to achieve, whether it is pure health, whether it is social life, whether it is strength. Might be a combination of all, but take some time now and then to either set new goals or remind yourself what they are. Because a gloomy day where it's raining and you don't feel like going, if you know what goal you have set and what promise you've made to yourself, it's going to be easier to get out even though it's raining. So know what your part is, and then your win will be more favorable. Thank you for listening to this episode of Stoic Lifting, Purple Edition.